Hey everybody, this is American Nana. How are you? I hope everybody is doing well. I'm way behind. I have a lot of videos I've been trying to work on, but grandkids keep me busy. So you can see that you are back in my crafting area once again. Had no choice because it just didn't work out in the living room. So ignore the mess. Just whatever. I mean, they say use a green screen. I don't know how to use a green screen. Does it matter? Does it really matter? I'm not so sure. Anyway, I wanted to share with you my opinion of where Beverly Canoni should have grave concerns. And I'm going to start with the 2025. Yeah, I'm going to start with the 2025 trial. So, trial 2.0. Let's watch Jenn McCabe as I wonder why Beverly Canoni hasn't had grave concerns for her.
Your Honor, this has previously been marked Exhibit 26.
Okay.
Mr. Brennan has a copy, if I may.
Yes. Thank you. Do you want this one?
That bad.
Thanks.
Like that tan, white nail polish, cross. She sure does look different this time, and she behaves so much different.
You've indicated on direct examination and earlier on cross-examination that you had multiple phone calls to Mr. O'Keefe in the early morning hours of January 29th, 2022, correct?
Correct.
Those phone calls ranged from about 12:14 a.m. until about 12:50 a.m., correct?
There was a call at 12:14 and then at 12:18.
I'm sorry, I'm bracketing it. The
Oh,
calls
I
were between,
apologize.
that's okay, 12:14 all the way to about 12:50, correct?
Are you saying 15?
50,
Oh,
50.
50. Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Sorry, I apologize. Sorry, I apologize. I mean, oh my God.
Yes.
You called John O'Keefe at 12:14 and 31 seconds, lasting about 49 seconds, and that call was answered, correct?
Yes.
And you see that reflected in Exhibit 26, is that right?
Yes.
Going in reverse chronological order on this exhibit, you also see a call at 12:18 and 47 seconds, wherein John O'Keefe calls your phone lasting about 36 seconds. Is that right?
Yes.
You know that call was answered, even though it says it says unknown in the document, correct?
It does say unknown. Yes.
That 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth column over. That's where it says unknown.
Yes.
But it also indicates that call lasted 36 seconds, so you know it was answered.
I don't know from this record it was answered, but I know from my memory that I spoke to him a second time. Yes.
You also made a call, moving out to the page before this, starting at the bottom of the page.
Mhm.
At 12:29 and 44 seconds, there was a call from you to John O'Keefe's phone lasting 7 seconds, correct?
That's what it says.
And the record indicates that it was an answered phone call, correct?
According to the record, it was answered, but I never spoke to him.
You deny speaking to John O'Keefe at 12:29 and 44 seconds.
Yes, I never spoke to him after 12:18.
Okay. Moving up, 12:41 and 10 seconds. There was a call from you to John O'Keefe's phone indicating that was missed. You see where it says missed?
I do.
12:41 and 59 seconds. There was another call from your phone to John's phone, and that was also indicated as missed. Correct?
Correct.
12:43, 19 seconds. You called John O'Keefe. That was a missed call.
Correct.
12:46 and 16 seconds. You called John O'Keefe's phone, and that was a missed call.
Correct.
12:47 and 52 seconds. You called John O'Keefe's phone, and that was a missed call.
I'm sorry, which one was that?
12:47 and 52 seconds.
Yes.
At 12:50 and 37 seconds, you called John O'Keefe's phone, and that was a missed call as well.
Yes.
Ms. McCabe, there's 7 calls. That you indicate you made to John O'Keefe's phone and that were missed. Is that right?
According to this record, yes, they were
And
calls
that
missed.
comports with your memory, correct? You indicated that you had called him multiple times that morning and there were missed calls, right?
I called him, but I also think that some of the calls I might have done inadvertently.
Well, we're going to get to that.
I'm sorry, guys. So she might have done those inadvertently. Now, this is trial 2.0, and the new Jenn with the fresh tan, the white nail polish, and pretending that she's just a mom. She's just a regular mom. Yeah, no.
In a second. My question is that comports with your memory that there were several calls, according to the records, there were several calls made to John O'Keefe's phone, including 2 calls that you say you spoke to him, 12:14 and 12:18.
I spoke to him at 12:14 and 12:18, yes.
But you indicate every single call after that was missed, and you deny making those calls.
I'm not denying it, I just don't remember.
You've previously given explanation for what those calls were, these 7 calls that were missed between about 12:29 and about 12:50. That's 19 minutes. You'll agree, correct?
Yes.
If you divide 19 by 7, that's about every 2.5 minutes or 2.7 minutes, your phone is calling John O'Keefe's phone, correct?
Correct.
You previously explained what you attribute to those phone calls. Is that right?
Yes.
What's your explanation?
I think I was going back and forth to the door. I was texting him. I think I put my phone in my pocket. I think I inadvertently maybe have called him.
What did you call it at the last hearing?
I believe I called it a butt dial.
She's trying to look cute there, isn't she? I wonder what the jurors thought when she said that. 7 butt dials. I don't even know how you can do that, to be honest. But okay. And she saw this last year, by the way. This is not her first rodeo on seeing this report. So let's keep paying attention. She's something else.
And it's not just one butt dial, correct?
There could be multiple, yes.
7
Of course.
butt dials in the course of 19 minutes, less than 20 minutes, correct?
That evening, I wasn't paying attention to butt dials or calls. I was going back and forth, listening to music, being with family. So if I inadvertently called his phone, I did.
Not inadvertently called him once, 7 times, correct? According to you.
No.
According to the record.
And we only know about these calls because you're looking at an extraction of John O'Keefe's phone, correct?
Correct. But I also turned over my phone, so you could have gotten all of that off of my phone as well.
Bald-faced lie. Well, I mean, she did turn over her phone. The whole thing is, and I don't think anybody's asked this, Matt McCabe does something with technology. Did he think he wiped her phone before it was turned over? So they didn't think they would ever have to deal with any of this crap? That's my guess. Because she constantly says, I didn't do it. I turned over my phone willingly. I gave it willingly. Do you know that? Seriously? Seriously. Shall we continue with some more of your BS? Let's continue.
You're well aware that an extraction was done on your phone and not one of those butt dials appears on your phone extraction, correct? Objection.
Are you aware of that?
I am not aware of that.
Next.
Talk about a lie. Talk about a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. And Beverly, you know that's a lie. Because the same question was asked last year. So she might have got by with it last year because you let her. And why is it when there's an objection, you just turn around and you just ask her? And she is so comfortable with Beverly. She don't care. You can tell their interaction is like, I mean, God, do y'all go to do y'all have parties at the Cape? I mean, there's something going on with you people. I don't care what you say. Y'all are just a little bit too friendly. But you let her off on that, Beverly. That's a lie in your court to your face. But you have no grave concerns over that, do you? No, you just need a conviction because you have a Boston police officer that was killed in Canton and nobody to pin it on. You've tried pinning it on the girl to the point you've bankrupted her. And everybody, I mean, look at this behavior on the stand. You know, I got to say this to you, Jen. If you don't know what happened, then shame on you for trying to blame it on Karen. But I think you do know what happened. I mean, how could you not? How could you not? You knew Karen didn't hit him with her car. Yeah, karma. Karma. But be careful because if you wish karma on people, you know, Aiden Kearney wishes karma on people, and it's almost gotten him thrown back in jail. I'm about sick of all y'all. I really am. I'm so over y'all. But let's watch. Let's watch. Shall we watch? Oh, bless her. Look at that sad little innocent face. Or is it just looking and staring look of contempt? I'm not sure which. Feel sorry for me. I've suffered so much. Yeah, up yours.
Question.
Next question. So that's where I stopped it right there. And then I'm going to go into the year before. Here we are with Jenn McCabe 1.0. She's looking over the report as if she hadn't seen it before. I'm sure the DA showed her everything that was coming in.
There are calls to a number that I'm assuming is John.
All right, let me
I'm
help you
just
there.
not sure. I see a call. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. This report, it's all
This
messed
report
up.
has
Ah,
times everywhere.
Right. It's chronological except for the calls that were deleted.
you
You
comprehend
see a
that, Jen?
call at 5:52 to John O'Keefe's phone.
I see a call at 5:52. Yes.
You
But
see
there's
the
not
phone
a
number?
single
Now look
call
up.
before 5:52 a.m. between 12:14 and 12:50 a.m. Is that right? Not one.
I can't read this report.
It's very hard to. This report jumps time wise.
So you can look at every single time on the report. There's not that many.
Mm-hmm.
Look at every single time.
I'm just trying to say that it goes from 7:21 to 5:52 to 7:33 to 7:49. There's no order. They're out of order.
I understand that.
Oh my
But
God.
if you look at every one of the entries There's not a single entry for 1214, 1218, or any of the subsequent 1229, any of the subsequent phone calls that are all shown on John O'Keefe's phone extraction. Would you agree with that?
Correct.
May I approach?
Yes.
Thank you. Your Honor, I would move for the admission of NN as an exhibit.
Okay, is there an objection?
No, Your Honor.
Now here comes the lie. She just
May
saw
I
it.
inquire, Your Honor?
Yes.
Fact of the matter is, according to those Celebrite records and that extraction from your own phone, every one of the calls that you made to John O'Keefe's phone between 12:29 and, I'm sorry, between 12:14 and 12:50 a.m. was deleted and unrecovered, correct?
I didn't understand that report, and I'm not an expert.
When you
Ha!
compare the two, you saw a bunch of calls on John O'Keefe's phone, right? You know, he couldn't have deleted them. He passed away, right?
Correct.
You saw your cell phone extraction, which is the handshake for John O'Keefe's phone. And all of your calls are missing, right?
Objection.
Can you answer that question?
I'm confused. That paper, I don't understand it. It was vague. There were numbers, there were calls everywhere. There was a number of missing calls.
There's a bunch of missing calls, right? You didn't see any of the calls that were reflected on John O'Keefe's phone. Is that right? Yes or no? They're not there.
A lot of calls are missing. I'm not really even sure what's there because the numbers are it's all redacted.
So you were not seeing any redacted calls, Ms.
The page you just had in front of me was redacted.
It's now an exhibit.
It's now exhibit. Your personal information was redacted. None of your calls were redacted now.
The numbers, I don't know people's phone numbers. I just have them as contacts.
Ms. McCabe, you just said a second ago, and we can do this all day long, or we can just make it simple. The fact of the matter is that report did not show any of the calls that John O'Keefe's phone report showed, correct? From 12:14 to 12:50.
I believe there was one on there.
One. Wow.
5:52. That's the next morning, ma'am, right?
Were there other calls in that time period on the Celebrate?
You just said there weren't. You just looked at it.
I've told you that Celebrate report was extremely hard to read.
Right.
Mhm.
Fact is, there are no calls on your own phone extraction between you and John O'Keefe between 12:14 and 12:50. Would you just agree with that, at least on that report?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Why?
The fact is that you deleted your call records before you turned your phone in, didn't you, Ms. McCabe? That's what that report shows.
Absolutely not.
You sanitized your phone because you didn't want the police to know who you had been calling or the fact that you had been calling John O'Keefe's phone incessantly, correct?
Incorrect. I willingly turned over my phone.
After you deleted your phone call logs, correct?
Absolutely not.
What date did you turn your phone over?
Possibly February 3rd.
How many days after this incident was that?
4, 5.
So you had plenty of time to talk to that friends and family group and ultimately decide to delete your phone calls, correct?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you ever have any group chats with family members who are witnesses in this case?
Yes.
So, trial 1.0, she tried to say how confused she was and that the reports were just so hard to understand. There were no names, just numbers. Okay, so let me help you out. All right. Do you see the phone number? The phone number on the form at 12:55, that call? Did you see that? That's the phone number he's talking about. Look and find the other phone calls from. Because there were none because you deleted them. 2 times you told this judge no. You didn't understand the report? No, I didn't know that. So Beverly could care less how many times you lie on the stand, but that's a lie, Jen McCabe. That's a lie. You did know because you have seen the reports. It was brought up, right? I mean, that's just how I see your testimony. It does appear that you, you lie pretty easy because how can you have forgotten? Just because you're not argumentative in that moment, though. I can't believe all the changes that you made in your behavior for your representation this year, but you sure did try to look sad. Just a sports mom, just raising my family, just just went to help a friend, and this has happened to me. Yeah. Well, the person that called you, they regret calling you. Karen Reed, she regrets calling you. I wish somebody would explain it from her point of view, from Karen's point of view. I've said it in some past videos that I've done, what I thought, how I thought her feelings were. And I've also seen in most cases that, yeah, when I do see some kind of clip or something saying something, I was right. So maybe I'll do that one day. But this was just a little thing to show. And, you know, I mean, that to me, what I just saw was her lie to the judge. Now, not once, but twice. And I don't just mean lying while she's being examined. Okay. It's not just that she lied under oath to Alan Jackson. The judge herself asked her. And Beverly, you should know better because I was here for the last trial. The same report was shown to her, the same question was asked, and you got the same answer. Well, she heard about it at least by trial 2.0. And I have no doubt that she knew that was coming because the DAs let them know everything that was happening in trial point 10. And I have no doubt that Brennan is making sure she is abreast to everything. The reason I say that is, although she claimed Carrie Roberts was a talker, I think she's got it mixed up. I don't think anybody can talk more than Jen McCabe when she's trying to spin a story. So, in my opinion, what I saw was her lying to the judge. Just flat out, that was a lie. Beverly didn't care. Beverly's not allowing any impeachment either. She's just like, okay, that's enough. Objection, sustain. Objection, sustain. Protect the Commonwealth, protect the Commonwealth, protect the Commonwealth. Yeah, it's pretty evident. And what's even more disgusting is that the Massachusetts judicial system, somebody's got to be watching you. Whoever appointed you, oh, was that Healy? Did Healy appoint you or was it the buddy before Healy? Nobody seems to care. Why is that? What's going on with you people? And all the while we get to, the other day when they were late coming back from lunch, you know what I thought? I thought, wow, I hope Karen's feeling okay. She has a lot of medical issues. I can't imagine how she does all day, how she must feel by the end of the day. But no, just be concerned about the person that's going to sit there and lie to you. Hmm. Just stop them from asking questions. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have for this one. I've got more to come. But as I said, it's taken me a while. Now that I'm back on it, I hope to get my thoughts out. There's a lot of different clips, a lot of different things. So, just wanted to say if you liked the video or you agree with me and you think others might enjoy it, just share the video for me, would you? I'm trying to come back to what I used to do. I enjoy it, whether I don't know. It's been a struggle. My family, they expect my attention, full, undivided attention, 24/7. But I do have some good news that I'll share with you folks. I'm going to be a great grandmother in October, and I'm absolutely thrilled because, to be frank, I didn't think I'd ever live to see a great grandbaby, but I'm gonna have a great grandbaby. My granddaughter, that's well, she's almost 24, and she is my bonus granddaughter. She came when her mom, well, she and her sister came. They were a package deal, mom and two bonus grandkids. And first day I met this little tyke, she said to me, "Can I call you Nana?" And been Nana ever since. Some people get to choose whether they're grandma, grandpa, Nana, Yaya. I mean, there's all kinds of names out there. Granby. And I was like, wow, I got named and I never even got to think about it. And you know what? It's stuck. I love it. It's fitting. And same little whippersnapper that named me Nana is going to give me my first great grandbaby. So come October, I've got a lot of sewing to do. And Mother's Day, I've got some sublimation to do. So I'm hoping to get that knocked out. But I did want to get this up. I just, for the life of me, don't understand what's going on. It's like Massachusetts sees that the world is watching and nobody's stepping in to stop this sideshow that's going on, because it is a sideshow. And that's a shame because Officer John O'Keefe deserved better. He deserved an investigation, he deserved respect, and he deserved to have someone care that whoever was responsible for this pay. But the thing is, folks, I don't. People with all this, yeah, yeah, corruption, correct, yeah, the corrupt is just least of the problems. But the thing is nobody's saying it was done on purpose. What happened to John O'Keefe, I firmly believe, was an accident. They just didn't want to be in trouble. So instead, they tried to frame his girlfriend that they didn't like much anyway because she wasn't from around them parts. Guess y'all all ought to look at your friends real careful. Ask yourself, what would they do? Would they stand behind you, beside you? Or would they jump ship and go over to the other side? And if John O'Keefe were alive, if he had survived, would know the truth. I don't see how he's resting in peace with all this going on. I'm just my heart breaks because he's got to be so irate. Was he perfect? No. Was she perfect? No. But they did care about each other. There was a love at one point. Maybe it had dwindled, but not to where she was going to kill him. It just, y'all make me so upset. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Have a good day. I'll see you with some more when I get a chance. Bye.